Howdy, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Oh, look at this. I am covered in grass, man. I've been doing yard work, which is great. It's fun when you're out in the yard, but then the work part comes in. Yeah, I was getting a little weed eating done before suddenly the sky opened up. Look at that. And I don't know if you can really see any of that with this, but yeah, it started pouring down rain, which means I'm now trapped in the outside garage. Oh, all I know is how many of you would like to see that. Good, because if any of you had said yes, I'd immediately recommend you go to your nearest optometrist. Either that or check into the psycho ward, whichever came first. But, yeah, just sitting out here enjoying the rain, enjoying the scenery. I think we might get some rainbow action going on here. Hello there, Terry from Leicester. The Angels have the phone box. Yeah, they do. There's been a lot of weird shit going on out there. Unfortunately, we're not getting a whole lot of Doctor Who news. They've been shooting mainly at night. The one time they shot during the day, they literally got in there and got out faster than a ninja on meth. So Chibs is being really secretive about the latter half of the season. David Banks returning the voice. Yeah, I could see that. That's for that upcoming Big Finish little box set, the 80s deal. But it's a good news, bad news. The problem is that kind of leaves us in the media outlets here in the dust. There's not really much we can do about it. Everybody I used to know who didn't know anything either left the show with Moffat or they are being held in a room against their will by MI6. That's the only thing I can figure out. Oh, man. Now, according to some guy with a hat who isn't me, he finally put up the selfie today of him with one of the Daleks that allegedly came from the Manchester Media Center. The problem is, though, I don't know what the hell he's talking about because it doesn't look like it's a non-functional prop. It looks like originally somebody could crawl in there. So I don't know. But the weird part is he's claiming there's two of them there, yet he only took a selfie with one of them. It's like, dude, if you want me to believe there's two there, I better see a photo with both of them in it. Because the Daleks are going to show up. They always show up, unfortunately. But that's what we got to deal with. And hopefully they'll be better written this time. I have not heard it yet, the James Dreyfus as the First Master thing. I've been meaning to go back and play it. I got stuck into this book series. I've been trying to get slowly caught up with things here and there. I had to get rid of some hair. Yeah, see, it's summertime. It's too damn hot to have hair. I usually only grow out a beard in the headgear for, the wintertime. But, some relics out here in the garage of days gone by. Little things here and there, like, oh, probably can't see it because of the reflection. Some people are saying I should try doing the Patreon thing, but I'm like, what exclusive content do I have that you'd want to see on Patreon? Well, I'd feel bad charging people money, I do this as a hobby mainly, and yeah, it's nice that every now and then I get $100 from, Google Ads, but that just helps put gas in the tank primarily. It don't really, pay the bills or anything. But I mainly do this because it's fun. I like doing it. It's a challenge, especially now. Chibs must die. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud?
He will break. Yes, he will break. I am going to interrogate him if you do not hand over the top secret information. I'll chop up your teddy bear with a machete.
No. But yeah, it is kind of Yeah, unfortunately, that part of the thing's fallen down. I got to get back there and get that fixed this year. The insulation's getting old. It's starting to finally come down off the roof. Trial of a Time Lord wasn't bad. It had its good points. It had its bad points. It sure as hell wasn't bad as some of the worst episodes of Doctor Who ever put out there. Oh, man. How many here remember Nightmare of Eden? Not really good, but I can still watch it. You know? That's what's weird. It's kind of weird, yeah, they won't let the Doctor have facial hair, because Colin Baker wanted to have a beard way back in the 80s, and they refused to let him do it. I think it would have been a boon to the show myself. It might. Would Colin's beard have saved the show? Who knows? So if any of you hear anything, rumors, weirdness, feel free to message me. I'll take a look at it. I have a few folks who pass me articles. I really appreciate them for doing that, because that way it takes a little bit of the load off. Long Barrow, no. The thing is, I've read pretty much the Cliff Notes version of Long Barrow, and it basically gives everything right down to the Doctor's shoe size. It's just, yeah. John Hurt had a beard, yeah. I agree with you. I don't think it would look good if Jodie went out with a beard. But you know things are getting pretty bad when on Facebook they've already got a poll up. Do you think the Doctor is hetero, homo, or pansexual? And I'm like, and it says the 13th Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, and I'm like, we haven't even seen a single frickin' episode yet. How in the name of hell are we going to actually know, what sexual orientation the Doctor is, or this particular Doctor, until we see some frickin' episodes? Really? Come on, I don't think the Doctor had a problem with sexuality, really, because that's all just kind of old hat to the Time Lords. It really is. They don't really worry about genders, male, female, or anything like that, at least as portrayed in the new series. And the thing is, I don't know why, even though it was kind of stressy at Time Lords, Time Ladies, and all that back in the day, hey, even society on Gallifrey changes. A lot of it remains the same, but it does change. Also, I want you guys, I've been taking ideas for another pick 3, and I've had a couple of good ones, and I'm thinking about actually doing them. But I want to hear what you guys think for a pick 3 that you'd like to see on the Omega Files, because the thing is, while we enjoy doing movie reviews and TV series, the thing is, not a whole lot of the people watch them, because I'm not a part of those communities, and I don't feel right spamming my Doctor Who Sci-Fi channel onto other genres, because I feel bad enough that I have to go through Facebook and drop the videos in like 20 different Facebook groups to advertise, because I refuse to give Google AdWords money. And it's sad too, because a lot of the bigger channels that are up and coming out there are mainly getting it because you put money into Google AdWords. It's kind of like, how many here have played an online MMO? Anybody? Or how about, say, you have your favorite app game. Like I play what's the other one? Kill Shot or something like that. Or I've been playing this one zombie game MMO. And you'll notice that all the people who are really make it a real hard pain in the ass on you. Yet meanwhile, if the person goes out and puts out a couple shekels, I've really faded away from it in the last few years. I've been meaning to get, I still have my copies of Ghost in the Shell. I still have my copies of Cowboy Bebop. And I'm still dropping to my knees and kissing the earth and thanking whatever deity that you worship out there that I bought that copy of Trigun, the complete series. Because I bought that for $110 like 20-something years ago. It's now worth like $300 or $400, that box set. I really wish somebody would do an ultimate version of Trigun and go closer to the manga. But unfortunately, I've yet to see it happen. I really wish they would. Like they did with Full Metal Alchemist, with Brotherhood, and Hellsing and Hellsing Ultimate. Or Ultimate went really out there. Okay, so so if you have any pick three topics, please feel free to put them in the comment box. I don't read a whole lot of comics, believe it or not. Just about all my comic book knowledge, I verify through my friend William, who is in New York, because he's a hardcore comic book. We got some other hardcore comic book guys on Team Omega. Dun, 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 dun. I'm thinking about renaming the Omega Files just Team Omega. I like the sound of that name. What do you guys think? You think we should do it? Leave your answer down in the comment box if you agree with me. I'm thinking about shucking off the name Omega Files and going with Team Omega. There you go. Pick three worst companions. Oh, God, we know who'd be at the top of that list, especially with my crew. My crew would be Adric. I already know that. Because nobody liked Adric. Team Omega. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. I wonder if I could do some theme music. If only I was magically, musically inclined at all. Boom, 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 boom. Nope, that's Spectrum. Sorry, that's from Captain Scarlet. Well, okay, going back to my comic book knowledge. A lot of my comic book knowledge came off of the good animated series they had back in the 90s. Like X-Men. The animated series they had in the 90s, bam. It really knocked it out of the park. And there was a lot of things from the comic book mixed in. I did have a handful of comic books when I was growing up. Let me make you cry. I actually had in my possession, back when I was like 10 or 12, it was ways back, the issue of Spider-Man where he takes his black suit to the Fantastic Four. And that's when Mr. Fantastic tells him, by the way, your suit is alive and it's a symbiote. If only I hadn't, if only I knew now, and I knew then, or knew then what I know now, that thing would have went straight into a bag. Oh, man. I didn't really collect them. Pick three favorite Big Finish story. That's a good one. Because I've actually been thinking about doing one. Someone passed this to me the other night. They said, why don't you do pick three Big Finish stories that you'd like to see made into episodes? But I'm like, we'd have to narrow the focus quite a bit because there is a lot on the Big Finish main range now. I think they're well over 200 on the main range now. And also you got the 4th Doctor Adventures, the 8th Doctor Adventures, 3rd Doctor Adventures. Well, guys, it's coming up on time for me to head in. So if there's any more questions you want or things you want answered, go ahead and bounce them to me because you got a couple more minutes and I got to run in for dinner before the woman kills me. And it won't be a quick deal. It won't be a quick death either. Oh yes, Batman the animated series. So you don't think Team Omega would sound as good? Like I said, I'm taking all votes because a lot of people don't believe it. But the new logo you're seeing on the channel, I had put it up on Facebook, and when it hit like 45 likes, I was like, okay, we're gonna go to this. I really want, and I like to doodle every now and then on paint and whatnot because this way, if I decide to change it, I've got some options. And I put that one out and people just loved it to death, so I went with it. Yeah, true. Pick 3 Big Finish characters to appear in the show. It's been a long time. I did read Trigon. Could have swore a friend of mine lent me one of his dirty pairs once. Because I mainly watched the show, but you see, the reason why I looked into the Trigun one was the animated series, while I enjoyed it, it left a lot of things out that didn't make sense. And it wasn't until I went back and read the manga that everything fell into place. Peter Cushing, I liked both of them. I really can't rate one or the other. No, the Candyman came back in Big Finish audios, and that's enough. I don't even know why they did that. That's scraping the bottom of the barrel. So, if you guys have any more ideas, feel free to write them down in the comment box or put them down on the Facebook page, and I'll be sure to give them a look-see. A lot of people are going, how come you heart all your comments? Because I want you people to know that I read and I appreciate the comments. That's why. So, Even if it's a negative opinion, yeah, I'll throw you a snarky remark, but I still like the fact that you stood up for what you believed in. Even though we still got a bunch of weirdos going, Jodie Whittaker is part of the SJW conspiracy. Oh, God. The SJWs have ruined Doctor Who. Well, folks, I have got to run inside. It's been fun chatting with you, but dinner waits, so take care. See you on the flip side. I got to run. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.